Hey, Stoney here with another game of Mechabellum. This is a live game versus a 201 player. The MMR here is in the low 1800s. Right, so we have Stonecrawler's Arclights into Tarantula Fans. Gonna be a little rough start for me here, but see if I'm able to tough this one out a little bit. Triple Arclights is actually quite annoying to deal with. See if we can put units like this. One thing you can do with triple arc lights is you can get marksman, but right now I am start with another one of the tarantula. So we're expecting stonecrawlers to be right in the inside of the tower. Yeah, round one is going to be very rough into this kind of positions, simply because of the arc lights. The tarantula gets two-shotted by stonecrawlers. So as long as you have something like fans to defend, I hope the middle tarantula should be able to get some damage done. Because the one on the side, I think they're just dead at this point. And this is always a potential problem when you do spiders into dome collars. Just can't avoid it the way it is. Okay, got lucky. We got one spider left alive here. And now we also got the level on the spider, which is good. Heavy armor is good. Put it on this big guy here. We are going to need a little bit of chaff. I feel like having crawlers here would allow the arclights to target the tarantula, so the crawlers themselves can actually do some damage. By round 2, let's get 10 speed. Even more stonecrawlers, okay. So it's just going to be stonecrawler arclight, which is not terrible. Which means I will have to take range. And at some point, my spiders will actually be too big for the stonecrawlers. So he can either commit really hard into the spiders, or okay. So we got spiders on that side. All right, lots of stonecrawlers still left over. Not too worried. You have a level 2 heavy armor. Means it's like super tanky. Right. Phoenix might actually be a great choice here. So speaking of which, Phoenix. I think my opponent might just go with Sabertooth. That's alright too. I'm gonna do a Phoenix cheese at the back here. Right. Sabertooth is yeah, so here's the Sabertooth. He's got no upshoot, which means I win this round. And that's fine. So next turn I'm gonna get upshoot. So it's going to be Phoenix Tarantula. Okay. The collar on this side is forcing the storm collars to move around, which is really good. Which means I get to one-shot arc lights. And once that's done, I gotta move over to the other side. Yes, Sabretooth is on target, but I should be able to get lots of experience off my unit. Especially this big Tarantula in the middle. It's already level 3. Yeah, this is actually a beautiful round here. All because of lack of AA. So this is good. Next turn, we're going to expect some sort of retaliation here on the top right. So I need to get those phoenixes out there, but I could put some crawlers in just in case. Lightning Storm is pretty cool, but is also very expensive. Acid could be very devastating. Just have acid right here. I do want to level though, so let's this. I'm gonna have some crawlers. Okay, so it's going to be AA on the fort and range on the arc light. Very interesting. All right, getting rid of my chaff at this front here, allowing the force to immediately target something delicious. And once again, no AA. So even though he did clear my front line here, it wasn't a clean clear. And my level 3 is surviving, and it's now getting to more experience. Crazy. Alright. Now, I don't want to stay with the Phoenix for too long, because they are being countered by the Fort AA. Or marksman. Great. Gonna take range on his 4 marksman. This is the round for spider mines. Have a bit more spiders. And in the back here. Gonna take +1. Yeah, my opponent also got the marksman, which is good. Alright. Next round, I want to have more crawlers down here since he has no chaff clear. Alright, this board is actually not too bad. My only concern right now is the lack of persistent damage, because these sabers are actually quite big. So in the middle here, this is fine. The saber is going down fairly quickly. The level 2 saber is also going down. Good. Okay. So that means the next round of Spider-Man is going to get some juicy targets. Alright, locking on to the big forts. And now because I have range and he doesn't, my marksmen are going to do a little bit better. And this is when the spiders start to really work here. Because they're so tanky, right? Good. Next turn is going to be loose crawlers. And that's going to give him even more problems. Ion Blast is pretty good too. Nano Repair Kit also really good, especially on a spider. My opponent might actually just go with Ion. And there's really not much we can do. I mean, we could try to shield. Maybe this one here. Gonna cut loose. And we're gonna move everything a little faster. Alright, so it's gonna be more forts. Forts are a little scary because they do outscale marksmen. But I think the problem right now is he doesn't quite have what he needs when it comes to path clear. So should be in a decent spot here. My units are clearing the forts a little too slow, so we need to fix that. But for now, though, I think this is okay. We'll see how much level we get from this marksman, because if they get good levels, then I think we're okay. The Stonecrawlers at this point are really not that useful anymore, because they're not killing units fast enough. They're simply tickling the units. But the big problem with Fort is that once they outscale you, they really outscale you. So we have to be a little bit more careful. All right. None of the forts are level, but they are scary. Okay. So for now, I think I'm still going to stick with marksman. I'm going to take EM on the marksman. Wall crawlers. Don't need to loan yet. Let's take range. And here's fan production. Fan production shouldn't work as long as my tarantulas are doing okay. And also with EM, I think that should be fine. But I think the real danger is that later on, once you scale a little too hard, then it becomes problematic. So for now, let's just see how EM does. The left one is already locked on. Okay, the middle one also getting EM'd. Good. Okay, left hand side is falling. The right hand side though, with the shield, is actually holding on strong. And also with just one marksman, so getting some good damage in. But I have a nano repair tarantula, which is quite deadly. Okay, center is breaking through, but considerably harder now that we have fan production, but this should be the last round, yeah. So well played. I think the tempo on the fortress is just a little too slow. He never had a direct answer to this big tarantula with armor. So eventually he wasn't able to get the flip. But I think if given a bit more time, he should be able to get the flip. Getting EM was my answer of not going into melting point, because he could also go with melting point. But the problem with that is just you have some problems locking on with these fans. So if I don't have good clear, then these fortress will just walk over me. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see another game like this, here's another one for you. And I will see you on the next one.
Prepare your tactics. Mechabellum's calling. Deploy your fortress. The battlefield's alive with swarms.